Evening race fans. Time for the finale of the Simverse Sports Car Challenge at Twin Ring Motegi for this 90-minute event. Should be a good race. Starting off in the evening during the sunset here in Motegi, Japan. Track temperature is 34 Celsius. Sorry, it's a 4.75 kilometer circuit with, let's check the corner count because I forgot. That is for 14 turns. Track temp 34 Celsius. Air temp 19 Celsius, that's going to drop along with the track temp. Humidity 63%, partly cloudy, and 6 km/h winds here at the Twin Rings. And let's bring you into our qualifying coverage of today's race. I'll set that back to the correct mode. Take a look at Alex Penn as he begins his qualifying run along with Finzo, both GTE drivers. Oh, and that's almost an immediate spin for that Corvette. And we'll see if he can get that back on track and get things going nicely again for him. Apologies, I forgot to put up the lap guide. I should probably do that. And we'll play the lap guide for you right now.
Alright, so today we're going to be having our endurance race for 90 minutes here at Twin Ring Motegi. Coming into turn 1, it's a fast right-hand corner, not overly fast, but the exit is a lot faster, as it is a opening radius corner. Coming down the second straight here into turn 3, a lot like turn 1, and then turn 2 is a lot like turn 4 here as it opens up coming off of turn 3. Very easy to go off track there, and towards the right is a bit of a hill which could cause drivers to easily spin out if they clip that grass. Heading into one of the heaviest braking zones, you have a pretty slow right-hand corner before coming up to turn 6, which all cars should be able to go flat out through. Can get a little bit loose on exit though, and then you come into this S section, heading left first and then right, before getting ready for a tight left-hander, one of the tightest corners on the track. Very important to get a good run coming out of here to get yourself set up for the next right-hander, which is another hairpin. And once again, very important that drivers get a good run coming out of here, because this is one of, if not the longest straight on the track. Drivers will then make their way down the hill, getting ready for one of the heaviest braking zones here. Coming down the hill, making a tight right-hander, then cutting back over to the right to prepare themselves for this left-hand kink, before making their way into the chicane for the final corners on the track to finish off the lap.
And that was your lap guide at Twin Ring Motegi. The number 6 Porsche of Finzo setting so far the fastest qualifying lap, 148.524. The 30 looking to go snag that as well. Sorry, looking to go beat that. Number 69 out on track, looking to make his qualifying run. Pushing his McLaren GT4 to the limits, and Frazier now coming out on track as well to make his McLaren, this start in the McLaren. Terry, of course, wanting to make sure he can go to get a pole. He has clinched the championship already. There is no way for him to lose out on it at this point, at least for his class. We could see some point shares. That is a 2:11.856 for the 69, making him the top car in his class. Great lap on his part. A 30 and a 2, all still in qualifying. Here comes the 30 to complete his lap. We'll see where that puts him. Cross the line, and that will put him at a 147.155. The sixth and only a little less than a second and a half back. See if he can make up that time. 0-2. Not on track still. To complete his qualifying lap soon. The twin ring Motegi. It's going to get pretty dark here as well as the race goes on, as we go into the night to this sunset competition. He'll come across the line to record his lap. 2:11.767, just barely faster than the 69. Good lap though. Should be a close battle in GT4 if this pace holds. Porsche looking to upset the Corvette's time. See if he's able to accomplish that, coming into the hairpin and powering it through onto the longest straight of the track. See if you can get as much speed as possible, trying to remove that Corvette straight line speed advantage. And that's Troll putting up a lightning fast time at 2:05.965. Putting him on the pole for GT4. Should no longer be a category starting next season. And Alex will put out a new best time, 1:46.991, shaving 2/10 off of his previous qualifying time. Here comes the 6. And that will not put him up on top. Less than 2 minutes to go, about a minute and a half left in qualifying for these drivers. They continue to try and set their best lap at Twin Ring Motegi. We'll see if they're able to perform well this week. Now catching traffic during his qualifying run. Deciding to sit behind him, not risk it for the biscuit. So that corner where I believe the 69 tried to get out of the way, but not really sure. To a 7.241 now for Frazier. His best time of the race. Sorry, of qualifying. Less than 30 seconds now. So they come to the final chicane. Before the front stretch, the 30 about to lay down its last time of the day. I believe what would be his last time of the day. I'm not 100% sure. It appears that was the last one. It was a 148.865. Far cry from his 146.991, which is his top qualifying time. And he's going to put it in the wall as hard as he can. Benzo now off. Troll now off. And that's the end of qualifying. And should be the end. At least you'd think. Hopefully it advances the session soon. That'd be kind of nice. See what it's doing. We will actually advance the session. If we can, that is. Alright, well I guess we just have to wait a bit before the grid comes up. That, however, is the end of qualifying. We'll bring your starting grid up on screen as soon as possible. That is the... Okay, well this is a season finale at Twin Ring Motegi, however it will not be the finale next season. The finale will be at the Iowa Road course. You can see the track lights are on, illuminating the sports car, the track, illuminating the facility for us to run our sports cars here safely. GTE, GT4, and MX5 Cup machinery, however we will only have GT3 and GT4 this race. GT4 will switch to GT3 next season, and the MX5 replaced with a Kia Optima. Let's see how that goes. I think the drivers are excited for the change, for the increase in overall race pace, and the not so insane gap in speed between GTE and GT4, with the and especially between the MX5 and the GTE cars. I think the Kia Optima is much faster, so it's just better racing in general. See the beautiful scenic views of this racetrack. Truly amazing facility. And we have a chat message from, I believe, one of the drivers. Motegi 95. Okay, well I might have accidentally did something wrong. Alright, whatever. No big deal. Time to grid. Starting on the front row. Alex Penn with his pole in the... What do you call it? In the GTE category in his number 30 Corvette. Followed by Finley Fitzsimmons, whoever, also known as Finzo. However, he is serving a penalty from the last race, which will preclude him from being able to start on the grid. He'll be starting from the pit lane. Frazier, and behind them will be the number 69 McLaren. Smile and Troll, and of course Frazier in his number 02 McLaren, identical to the number he runs in the stock car, same for the 69. We're going to wait for them to grid up, and we'll get underway as soon as possible. Well, hopefully the 02 grids up so he doesn't have to start from the pit lane, or else we're going to have a bit of a talk as the owner of the racing team. Hopefully he chooses to grid. He's got 40 seconds to do it. A little over 40 seconds. Get ready for the start of this race. I believe the system is expecting 49 laps today. The 69 has gridded. 02 has appeared to still have not gridded. The 6 and the 6 will not be gridding this race. Alright, looks like we're going to be rolling right now, as the cars are now on the starting grid, and they will begin to pace car off in just a second here. As now everyone's familiar with the starting grid, we're going to go and move back to race mode. We'll take away the annoying logos. There we go. So this broadcast looks pretty again. Number 6 will be starting from the pit lane. Coming soon to the green flag. And you got Troll hanging a bit behind. Let's see where they go. And the Corvette's going to stomp right on it and get going. He'll be our green at Motegi. Okay, guess we get an extra 5 minutes this race. I screwed that up. What ifs? 45 minutes will be a competition caution, and off we go. Let's take a look at that GT4 battle. Troll having overtaken the number 02 into turn 1. And here comes 02 up on the outside. See if he can make it work. Going into turn 3. Can he do it? Oh, there's contact. Nobody off track. The GTE caught in the middle. And that's going to let Frazier escape. Finzo making a pass on Frazier. Now wanting to go catch Alex. Frazier trying to stay in front. Maybe snag his first class victory. 30 is just on another planet at the moment. Currently 8 seconds ahead of the second place car. Through these S's. Continue to watch Frazier. Troll trying to close in on him. Oh, he's off track. Can he bring it on in time? Just barely blocks Troll. Troll goes ahead. He will take the GT4 lead. Gap slowly opening further and further between the 6 and the 30. The 30 running in the lead. Frazier once again hunting down the 69. They're close once more within a second. Oh, the 69 spins, and that's going to let the 02 right by. And he is going to run as fast as he can away from that 69 McLaren. Off he goes. 30 having completed the first lap and now on lap 2. ATVO still now estimating 50 laps in today's race. The 6 nowhere near catching him at the moment. The 02 just looking to run away. He's got a 6-second gap to the car in front of him. Albeit it is closing, and it's no more trouble for the 69. He's off track in the chicane. Rest in pepperoni. At least there's no damage. But he's going to have a lot of ground to make up. 6 doing just fine, albeit a little bit slow through 3 and 4. 30 off on his own bit of the planet now. And the 02 running quite well. Just keeping it clean, keeping it on track. While the 69 attempts to chase him. On this lovely twin ring Motegi. The sun's still going down in the background. It'll soon fall behind the mountains, leaving us in darkness. With just the lighting from the stadium lights and the lights from the cars to help us out. Let us see what's going on. There may have been an incident in turn 2 that happened for the 6, realizing the gap now is very, very, very far between them. The 02 just cruising, and the 69 pushing as hard as he can to go catch him. In the GT4 category. Large gaps. 02 trying to run now. It's estimating 51 laps to be completed by the end of this race. In ATVO, which is good. Good long event. Plenty of time for a pit stop. Some fuel strategy. All kinds of good fun. 02 coming out of the chicane onto the front stretch. Watch him for a bit. Maintaining his lead. While not as fast as the 69, he just is keeping it clean. New best lap of the race, a 2:08.229. Would have probably gotten him the... No, actually I don't think he would have gotten the pole from that. Flashing his headlights while the cameras can see him. It allows him the headlight flash extra. Really does do something now. It's starting to get darker. Let's go take a look at the number 30. He's put on a masterclass at Motegi, showing how to really drive this track. 5 minutes in. Let's go on board. Now into that tough chicane coming to the front stretch. You're on the power too early, you're going to spin, but it's very, very tight in the corners. You cannot go too wide through that whole complex. Starting from that left-hand kink into the chicane, you really just can't go too wide. There's no passing that can be done there safely. Down into turn 1, 147, 144, a new fastest lap in the race. Oh, Finzo in trouble. Let's see what happened there. Back to TV2, and we'll give you a replay of whatever happened. Off track, big off, and in the chicane, out into the cat litter before bringing it back on. And back to the current action. So we'll leave him 27 seconds back. And that's trouble for the 69 in the hairpin. He'll get it back up on the track and get going again. Now leaving a 19.6 second gap to Frazier. Frazier now with a comfortable lead in the GT4 class, similar to Alex's situation in GTE. Looking, of course, to expand the field for the next race. Have some fun. Have more cars on track, plenty of traffic to battle through. If you're interested in racing and iRacing with us, come join us in Simverse Road Racing for this series, and Simverse Oval Racing for our 2 Oval series. We'll also be operating Formula Simverse starting next season, which will have their opening round at the will have their opening round next Sunday at the Nürburgring Grand Prix course. Plenty of Week 13 events to go around as well. If you're a member of our server, be sure to fill out the Week 13 test session requests, which are 90 minutes of testing time and a 30-minute race, along with our Week 13 ideas, which we'd love to put on and let people enjoy. Two having himself a time as the 30 now starts to catch up on on class traffic. Starting to near the 69 car. Just a few seconds away now. There goes the 30. Out of the hairpin and shooting down that long straightaway. Turn 10, I believe. See how much straight line speed difference there is between the GT4s and GTEs, and in the high speed corners, the downforce makes a huge difference in terms of your closing speed. Here comes the 30. The fastest lap of the racing GT4. But laid down by Troll at 2:05.023. That last one. Sun really starting to go down now. The sky turns red. And the headlights, you can see more and more of their flare effects on the circuit. Here comes that 30. 30 will make a pass on the outside in 3. Come on out, and there'll be no contact between those cars. It now starts to near the 0-2. 6 now 30 seconds back behind the 30. 10 minutes in, 6 laps. ATVO now estimating 53 laps in this race. This long endurance event at the Twin Rings. But yet it does look like a whole lot of fun. Great multi-class racing here at Motegi. Soon look to split the next car. Sorry, past the next car, which is the GT4 leader of Fraser. Heading down to turn 1. I don't think he will not get the pass complete on the straightaway. He'll probably get it coming out of turn 2. And that's trouble again for the 69. A little bit of a spin there. And there you can see the 30 getting it done. Making his pass. GT4 is now officially behind the top GTE. And work their way through the traffic now.
Itself, don't take a sip of beer whilst also going through the final corner. You might die.
Here, the iRacing radio will put an end to that damn quick. No longer hear drivers alone.
So I'll just say, you know, I'm not.
Allow us to keep the broadcast audio nice and pure. Only hearing the broadcasters and then interviews as well. Race uneventful so far outside of a few spins. As the GTEs and GT4s continue to lap the course. GT6 starting to through traffic. Made a move through the hairpin on the 69. Continues down the stretch to go hunting for the 0-2. Oh, it's 69 up and off. Keeps it out of the wall, however. Giving up more time to Fraser. How am I? Oh, he's doing it on all teams. That's why. Here we go. We're gonna put an end to that damn quick. Just give us a brief moment here with the broadcast crew. We'll put it to race control in order not to ruin our beautiful broadcast. And there's some cones taken out by the English driver Finzo. They were innocent, they did nothing wrong, and he decided to hurt them, just I guess because he can. Truly a despicable act. 69 Liv fighting to catch back up to Fraser, 32 seconds behind him. Definitely take a while. He's got a long way to work it back up unless the caution does it for him.
Ooh, my lights came on.
Don't act surprised that your lights came on. You were flashing yours at mine, or at me, like crazy.
I guess we're just gonna, because they're getting all teams, just have to listen
no
to them
challenge.
yelling at each other, and then try to talk over the drivers in the broadcast,
we will
because
not
they're
challenge.
all completely nice people who deserve respect.
Can't get engaged. I'm joking, I'll wait for the next race.
And we'll see if Finzo punts off Fraser.
I'm backing off so we don't collide, because I'm smart.
And now they're still on all teams. I don't know if this is some sort of grand conspiracy from the drivers to sabotage the broadcast. I don't think it is, but I like to think so, you know, to make things a little more entertaining. Oh, there was almost contact there. Coming through the chicane, that is not a
Must be
spot you
about
should be
4
making a
seconds,
pass.
but this isn't
As we
bad.
talked about earlier in the broadcast, and I believe it was also in the lap guide, that is not a safe place to pass anybody. Racing now with a stinking lead over 69 of 25 seconds. 6 trying to catch up to the 30, which is 38 seconds ahead now. And the 02 just having a grand old time with his headlight flash because it's night and he can actually see it. He's flashing his headlights the whole way into the corner. And 69 just driving as hard as he can to make up the time. 29.7 back. Oh, Frazier with a bit of a mistake and off track going through that S's section. That's going to give up some time. Frazier, Finzo now 34 seconds back. 33 now. Went through the accident involving the 6. We'll take a look at the incident count. Does not appear to have been. It may have just been the 30 saving fuel. Sorry, I can't really read that time, and mine is a 39-second gap, not a 30-second gap. Guess I'm just a little bit stupid, which is totally plausible. Race continuing on. The drivers doing their absolute best. Put on a good show for all of you. Seems that Finzo is starting to very slowly chip away at that lead. So after this yellow, if it bunches him back up, we might see one very, very interesting battle between the drivers. We will have to see. We could have, a pretty good fight for the last section of this race as we have a full course yellow, a competition caution at the 45-minute mark. Thank you to our second viewer who has joined the stream, bringing our viewer count up to a whopping 2. Six really trying hard to make up that time. The gap not really gaining or not really shrinking or extending. I think he's starting to really kind of get the track now. The 30 also may be saving fuel. We are not entirely sure as to what's going on. He seems to have lost a good chunk of time. The 6 through that final chicane complex coming to the main straightaway. The 30 closing in on the lower class traffic once more. .69 still attempting to catch the 02. That's 30 now, comes up to the back of him, the back of the 69. The sun now dipping below the horizon, almost completely, as it gets really dark here now at Motegi. We are now, I think, officially racing at night. Oh, big off for the 30. Big off going into 1 and 2. See if he can bring it back on track and lose as little time as possible. That'll be basically a gift to the number 6, and the 6 can capitalize on it. Big off track. Definitely would have lost a lot of time there. We'll see soon how much he could have capitalized. He may have capitalized on that. It's also going to further delay where he's going to come into traffic. He's going to a port where it's not as good of a place to be passing traffic. You know, instead of passing on a straightaway now, he's going to try and get him through these this kind of set of corners. It's tight. There's not a lot of long straightaways. Just make it an easy pass where you don't lose much time. And here he is at the rear bumper of the 69, looking to get around. And through that tight corner, going towards the hairpin. It looks like the number 30 will get right, has gotten through, and will continue to flick away and run his laps as best he can. Class leader, let's take a look at him. The class leader GT4, the 02 of Fraser, running well, keeping it simple. Just keeping it calm. Just doing his best to just keep things going well. Oh, big off for the 02. He should have been taking it easy and he'll get into the wall. Will that be enough damage to really upset him? But that's going to make him lose a whole lot of time. Oh, that is not good. Maybe you should spend a little more time driving and less time flashing the headlights. Thing is, can he keep the car together and not lose a ton of speed until the caution in order to just minimize the impact that it would have? Here comes the 30 looking to get around the 02. And he will. Very easily. Neither of them really losing all that much time. Just seamless multi-class action right there. Following that massive mistake, however, in turn 3, I'm not sure what's going on now for the 02, or really the extent of the damage. However, that whole maneuver cost him about 6 seconds of lead that he had up on the second place car in class, and he's going to barely keep it on track through the hairpin. Enzo having giving up a good chunk of time now, back for giving Alex once again a 41-second lead, erasing any progress he had made earlier. Let's check in on your overall leader, 30. 69 pushing hard to catch up to him now within about 10 seconds of the 02. Both GT4, Finza would need a, still ill behind both GT4 cars, having not gotten through them quite yet. So what I believe will happen at the yellow is GT will have and GT4 will have separate opportunities to pit. We will see about that. The biggest thing for Finzo is not to go a lap down. So then he would need a wave around in order to get back out front. That and some lucky positioning with the pace car. The 6 now making the pass on Troll. Will get through before the hairpin. And Fraser powering down the straightaway. Trying to hold back the second place GT4 car, and that's the 30 coming into the pit lane. Maybe deciding to take his pit stop early. We shall see. Here he comes. He's now on pit road. Probably looking for tires and fuel. See if that might let him just kind of undercut on fuel and get to the end of the race. Definitely an undercut tactic there. Here comes the 6. That'll put the 6 temporarily in the lead, while the 30 is still in the pits. 25-second stop so far. Pretty long. Maybe fixing some damage as well. So the 30 now leads in GTE. Sorry, the 6 now leads in GTE. Catching up to the GT4 leader now. And that's a 36-second stop for the 30. Putting him 22 seconds behind. 23 now. Fraser once again mashing that headlight flash button. That will give you a new leader of today's race. However, the 30 will be on fresh tires. We'll see how that, if the 6 is able to maintain that gap. Why are all the lights flashing? Because they just keep pushing the flash headlight button in their cars. They're just doing it on purpose. I think the drivers just kind of find it fun. So Troll now within 10 seconds of Fraser. Well within. "27 minutes, 15 laps in." Yes, it is. It is, in fact, the drivers flashing the headlights. But Alex also has to get through in order to get to Finzo, both of the GT4 cars now because of that pit stop timing. But will it pay off? I think the 6 will just kind of wait until the yellow comes out before doing any sort of pit stop. I think he'll just stay out in that Porsche and decide to pit later, which would lose him a lot less time, make sure he doesn't go and give up any sort of gap. We can add something a little bit here. I think we can add a pit lap metric to the screen, and we'll do that right there. We can see Enzo has not yet gone in the pit lane, and lap 14 is when the 30 elected to go pit. 69 just a little tiny bit off track. Not really a true off track, I think just catching a little bit of grass on the exit of turn 2. How long to the caution? The caution will be at the 45-minute mark. We are at 29 minutes exactly right now. The number 30 now through the traffic, hunting for the number 6. Here's the 6 that's able to put up a little bit of time, maybe. We'll see. Obviously 17 laps on his tires to the 30s too. But I don't think it really matters as much in sports cars. The tires are on a very, very hard compound that do not wear quickly. However, just maybe a bit of that speed they could be missing out on. Now just over 30 minutes in. Lap 17 of the expected 53. Where it'll probably come out less to that than that because the full course yellow at the 45-minute mark. And that's trouble for the 69. He goes off track in turn 1. Let's look at those incident counts. That's a 9 for him, 5 for Frazier, 1 for Alex, 5 for Finzo. And they are back on, and the 69 is back on track, having lost a lot of time. Basically all the progress he had made so far. 6, sticking it out, probably waiting for the caution. If you want these races to be more exciting, come on out and race with us. Kind of extend the fields, a little more traffic, more competition. We're all for that. I'd like to have as many people running with us as possible. Does not seem that Alex is making enough of a dent every lap in the lead that the 6 is having, that the 6 has so far, to where they'd be able to catch the 6 before the yellow comes out. Six running well. Maintaining the lead as best he can. Now only a 20-second gap between him and the 30. Let's take a look at the GT4 leader, Frazier. 15.6 seconds ahead last trap, but now more like just 15 flat. 15 and a half seconds ahead of the second place GT4 car of Smile and Troll. Oh, that's some. Oh, no, that's just flickering from connection, I believe, for the 69. Not sure if it went off track or anything. Really have no idea. I don't think we would have been able to see either way. And that's the 30 ordering some cones for absolutely no reason. Back to the 0-2. Now, still operating for about the same margin over second place. At the very, very dark Twin Ring Motegi Grand Prix layout. This is sports car racing here at night. Last lap 2:08.154 by the Scottish driver. Simverse first win in the Simverse Sports Car Challenge. That is correct. He has not had a win yet. Looking for his first career sports car win if he can hold off Smile and Troll for the remainder of this race. It's just under an hour left of competition. starting to catch the traffic soon. We'll see if he starts to catch the tail end of the traffic again, or if the yellow will come out first. That is the question. To the East Circuit pit straight. East Circuit, one of the shorter layouts of the road course, which bypasses the main pit straight and uses a different pit lane. Basically, right after turn 10, you just merge back in right around where turn 5 would be. And then, of course, there is the east layout, the west layout, which basically is almost a like a badly shaped, like a rectangle if you bit a chunk out of it, consisting of turns 1, 2, and 2, and then turning right for 3 into a chicane, and then turn 4 being the end of the chicane that brings you back onto the main straight. New fastest lap of the race in GT4, 2:04.610 by Smile and Troll. 2 seconds faster than Fraser. Perfect lap right there. Eight more minutes till four-course yellow. Driving the best he can. So look at your overall leader again. The number 6. Driving for Race Hub. His Porsche 911 RSR in the GTE category. Laps in, and it seems the 6 has now caught up to the GT4 category. Hopefully he learned his lesson from earlier, where you really can't make passes here. You need to wait till that pit straight to make the passes on lower class cars. He's going to flash as much as he can at that McLaren, try and get him out of the way, and he did get him out of the way before going to turn 1. So I can guarantee he has slowed down just the 69 just a little bit. Now he's flashing at the 02, who is pretty far away from him. Probably didn't even see the flashing for the headlights. And the 02, you know, trying to make sure he doesn't lose any time to the 69. I don't think he's really under any obligation to move out of the way.
Stop spamming your light.
The driver's taking extreme exception to Finzo's use of the headlight flashers. Not terribly amused by him. I really don't see.
I can understand doing it once behind someone, letting them know you're there, but don't be a brat.
Chisel.
Shut it.
Driver's not very happy. They still have a long way to go. See how they get to deal with that. Five minutes to go to the four-course yellow. The 6 currently in the lead of the race. The 30 closing the gap as quick as he can. 14 seconds back now. Another 15. It's a 14.9 second gap. He, however, still has to pass those other cars. And the gap now has severely shrunk down to less than 5 seconds. Now down to 4 seconds between Frazier and Smile and Troll. Smile and Troll blinking a little bit. He wants to, of course, catch the 0-2 and get into the lead. A new fastest lap this race in the GT4 category, 2:04.514 for the 69. The 30 trying to make his way through there. That'll give Frazier a little bit more time to try and escape. But now the 30 says is looking to get by him. Oh, that's a terrible mistake for the 69. Spins coming out of turn number 4. And that's going to give up all that progress. 30 making a move around the 0-2. As he continues to try and chase Finzo. Finzo recovering quite a bit of gap after he wasn't able to make it quite past the 0-2. As we get ready to come to the... We soon are going to come to the yellow flag for the competition caution at 45 minutes. Only 3 minutes until then. 1 or 2 more laps. Or it won't be based off the time in which the leader gets to the line. It'll be exactly at 45 minutes. The yellow will just come out. The driver's just going to have to go hunt down the pace car. That's been from Smile and Troll. Frazier's saving grace. Now diving into the pit lane, looking to undercut the yellow is the 69. Now on pit road. Looking to undercut the yellow and make back the time under the caution. Trying. He knows he really doesn't have much gap to lose. And now, this is the point where Frazier tries to just... Oh, sorry, that's a pass-through, I believe, for incident points. He has made a pass-through on pit lane as he has he's now at 18 incidents. That was not a pit stop. That was a pass-through he is now serving, which gives Frazier... which basically took 20 seconds away from Troll, putting Frazier now 30 seconds ahead in the GT4 lead. The only car having taken a pit stop is Apen at lap number 14. And once the caution comes out, we will bring up the fuel strategy on screen for you to take a look at. 40 seconds more to the yellow. Take a look at your leader. GTE, the overall leader of today's race. Oh shit. He attempts to just keep on running. Get away. 15 more seconds. 10. 9. Okay, yeah, you guys got the point. And that's now 4-course yellow, single file. We'll bring the pitch strategy up on the screen for your viewing pleasure. Take a look at that. See the stint lengths of each driver. So now go and hunt down that pace car. Oh, Frazier in trouble. Had an off track, thankfully, after the yellow already came out. It was a saving grace for him. We'll see what goes on here. Six looking to still try and catch up with that pace car. Not quite sure where it is. We'll take a look. Let's take a look at Mr. Pace Car. See what turn he is in. And it is somewhere. I believe turn 1. Yeah, just coming out of turn 2 there. And that's going to put Finzo up to the pace car. He'll be the first car behind, followed by the 30 right behind him. As the G24 is about to go try and catch the field. And the commentator will quickly use the bathroom.
Oh, the humanity! Finzo ran over a hamster.
Alright, broadcast booth is back. See if we may want to interview any of the drivers mid-race. Not really sure. Of course, the current situation. Here we go. 69 still has a long way to catch up to the pace car. 25 seconds, 30 seconds back. It's not good. Sorry, 23 seconds back now. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. What else? Frazier likely to go in this time by, along with Finzo, to go get enough gas to bring themselves to the end of this race. At least that's what I think they're going to do, you know, get some fresh tires as well. Finzo for 26 lap stint so far. He has run every single one of these races without making a pit stop. Alex, however, has decided to make a pit stop. And ignore Smile and Troll as while he was supposed to make a, well, it claims he did make a, no, sorry, never mind, he did not make a pit stop at all. However, it's been 3 laps since he did a pass or penalty, which shows up, which does trip the stint bar box, despite not coming into the pits. And we'll see if he takes it. No! The 6, no, the 6 will go in, along with the 30. Oh, and there's a collision coming into pit lane due to blinking. And everybody's going to come to pit road. Let's go to the pit road camera. Oh, wrong one. We're going to need to go to pit lane 2. As they all come down to the end. We'll see who gets off first. Let's see what happens. The 6 first into his stall. Followed by the 30. 69, the last one in. This is going to need a good pit stop. Probably cannot afford for that, and he's going to get out first. Number 30 will be the next car, followed by the 69 and the 02. Not sure who's going to get out first. Probably the 02. But we will see as the GT4 pit stops continue. Their pit stops much longer. And it'll be the 69 out first. The 02 not out yet. Long stop for him, possibly fixing damage, and we will go back to our regular TV cameras. As they're once again caught up to the pace car. It'll be one more lap after this under yellow. 02 having not come out of the pit lane yet, very likely fixing some form of damage, possibly involving that collision with the 69 car. It'll be a single file restart started by the leader or the green flag, one of the two, when the restart eventually occurs. However, Finzo's pit crew shaving 3 seconds relative to Alex. Very important. I got him out and made sure he retained that lead. Fraser now exiting the pit road. And we'll make an attempt to catch back up with the field after a 2-minute, 1-second stop, most likely to do damage. Which means he probably still does have his fast repair left. Now that means everybody's got the same tires and the same fuel. How will that develop? That is the question. Take the fuel strategy off screen, as now everybody has cycled through their stops. Wherever I put the pit strategy, yeah, there we go, hide. And we'll take off the pit lap. So that is once again no longer relevant. We'll make a few little changes here and make it look a little nicer. Let's set it to last name. Maybe not make it look as F1-ish. And rather a little more sports car like. The 69 weaving around, attempting to pass the pace car for whatever reason. Not sure what in the hell he's really up to. And now giving that back up to the to the GTE cars, putting them at the front. Pace car lights should come off this time. So they should turn off this time across the line. And the 02 now catching up to the pace car. Sorry, the field under yellow. A little bit more time to relax before the race kicks back off. Pace car lights are, I believe, yep, pace car lights are off. We'll be going green this time by. Which will bring us back to our nice normal racing in the Simverse Sports Car Challenge in the last race of the season, round number 10 at Twin Ring Motegi. Racing, putting on everybody weaving around, keeping their tires warm or warming them up for the restart. We still have a long way to go on this pace lap. Reminder to our drivers, this will be a single file restart started by the leader unless the leader does not go by the time the green flag drops. At that point, if the leader does not go on the green and has been waiting, you may pass the leader. You do not have to pass on the outside, as this is a road race. You may pass on either side on the start and go kind of wherever you like once the leader and/or the leader goes and/or the green flag flies. Thank you very much for your cooperation under this very boring caution. Of course, this start does give an advantage to the sixth. Lap's nearly 4 minutes under yellow. Everybody getting a nice break, about 12 minutes under yellow. A little over, I guess. Field all doing 65, I believe, kilometers an hour. Just take a look at the speed out of curiosity. Yeah, right around 45, 46, about 65, 70 kilometers an hour, 40 miles an hour behind the pace car. The 6 eating the pace car now. 02 catching up to the back of the field. I would highly recommend the 02 try and bunch up, try and get as close as he can to hit the class leader in GT4. I guess that's just what I think. You know, get him the best possible advantage on the start, but I guess he's behind the wheel and I'm not. Right around 36 minutes left in the race once it goes green. Start will be commenced by the 6. And the 6 goes. The 30 in tow. The 30 really not losing a lot there. As they head down into turn 1. Let's look. Let's see if the 30 tries to move. He won't be there in time. But the 02 is hot on the tails of the 69, but doesn't make it work after a lunge. Then now through 2, the 02 making up a lot. Tight battle there. Let's take a look at the 6 and the 30. Doing battle at the front. The 6 trying to defend every bit he can. The 30 hot on his tail, pressuring him as much as possible. The Corvette trying to get a leg up on the Porsche and make a pass. The 30, the 6 being obnoxious with the headlights once more, flashing into absolutely nobody, blinding the poor spectators at Twin Ring Motegi. Pushing hard. Once again, the battle heating up. Both battles are really underway. Oh, the 30 on the bumper of the 6. Really no more of a gap, no more gap anymore. Oh, the 30 gets a little squirrely out of that exit, but avoids making contact. That will set him back just a little bit. Let's take a look at the 69 and the 02. The 02 right on the tail of the 69, just in the similar situation in the GTE cars. But here it comes to another heavy braking zone at the end of this straightaway. Can the 30 get to him? Get to the 6 and get around him, and it doesn't look like it will. Not really a move to make. The 30 will make up quite a bit. The 6 will lock up, and they're nose to tail once more. no gap between those cars. Coming down into the chicane, no real place to make a move here, unless you're crazy. And it doesn't appear that either of them are crazy. However, there is a passing opportunity coming in turn 1. Will the 30 try there? Only 0.3 of a second the gap. He will not. The 6 will continue to retain the lead. Quite the battle between those two out front. They're trying to put whatever pressure he can on and try and get in front of that Porsche. Tight racing here at Motegi. Closing up the gap once again to the 69. The two McLarens doing battle out in the the first few cars in the GT4 field. '69 faster in some corners, 02 faster in others. Oh, and the gap is gone. And this looks like the 02 and the 69 are doing battle. The 02 now in the lead of GT4. The 30 pressuring the 6 again. Coming out of the hairpin. They're bumper to bumper again, coming down the straight. We'll see if the 30 tries something up the inside into 10. I don't think there's enough room to, I don't think he's close enough quite to do it. No, he will continue to deny that passing opportunity, the 6. However, once again, they're tight again, but there's no real way to make a move through this next upcoming complex. So that's going to allow the 6 to try and get a better launch out of turn 14 onto the front stretch. And then let him try to set up to defend again in a turn 1. Down into 1. 30 unable to make the move. He might try, and unable to make anything up coming out of 2. Still nose to tail, however. Should have a tight battle for the remainder of this race. Razier still in the lead, and there's a bunch of dead cones. Collision! Collision between the 6 and the 30. The 30 is going to immediately slow down. Nobody damaged. Nobody knocked off track. Won't be a penalty there. It doesn't look any sort of true damage, I don't think, on either car. At least not that I can see. Might not have even been a collision. Might have hit the brakes. We'll take a look to see if there was. In the SDK manager. Did not detect a collision. Is there 4X anywhere? Doesn't appear there was. At least I don't think. Possibly a mistake by the 02. 02 continuing to pressure the 69. Once going to get back in the lead of that class as they do battle. And the 6 is running away. Well, he's trying to run away. The 30 much faster. But able to defend successfully so far. See if he can make this pay off. All the defending. We know the 30 wants a win. Today in GT4 at Motegi. Finish off the season, a very successful season with winning that crown jewel race, that endurance round at the Twin Rings. Half an hour left. Half an hour to go at Motegi. Just 30 more minutes. 2/3 of the race complete. Will this battle get shaken up once they reach the lap traffic? That's another important question to ask. Who is quicker through traffic? The 30 looking to try and take that position away. They almost get side by side, but 30 isn't able to make the exit stick. New fastest lap for GT4 in the race. Appeared to be a 2:04.495 for Smiling Troll in his McLaren. Frazier not quite with the pace, so I think banking on a mistake from the 69 to put him back into the lead. The 30 all over the 6 through turn 10. Trying to find a way by, trying to apply the pressure. Oh, and he might do it. They're side by side. The 30 just barely leading him down on the front stretch. Will the 6 make an attempt in a 1 to get past him? He'll go try to come down to the inside. Hard onto the brakes for turn 1, and the 6 isn't able to take the position back. The 30 is now your GTE leader. After pressuring a mistake that made the 6 go a bit wide on the final turn. Whoa, bunch of dead cones again. 6 taking his anger out on the cones possibly. Poor things. And the 30 leading once more. Number running up top, and the battle gets close again. The 0-2 and the 69 in a fight for the lead in GT4. The 0-2 will get out ahead. Coming down into turn 10, the 69 looks on the inside, but the 0-2 shuts the door, almost gets in the grass, but manages to maintain the lead. Another tight battle in this race. Now between components in GT4 and then also in GTE, a tight battle. And so about a third of a second back on Alex. That now extending to 2.5 rather instead. Frazier was new fastest lap of the race, 2:04.831. Only 4/10 away from Smiling Troll's fastest lap. I think Frazier's really figured it out now. And you're going to be seeing a dead even battle for the rest of this race. The 0-2 looking for his first ever win at Twin Ring Motegi. Sorry, looking for his first ever sports car win. By trying to get a class victory in GT4. Oh no, a mistake by the 69 and he goes around. On the run, the 0-2. Trying to get away, put up as much time as he can to defend his position. And that's going to put the 69 to 27 incidents. I think that'll give him a pass-through penalty. Disastrous with only 26 minutes left. Zero-2 needs to hold it together, not get a pass-through himself. Sitting at 15 incidents. He's only 2 incident points away from getting a pass-through, which might wash things quite a bit. Quite a competitive race today at Motegi. Very exciting. The GTE is now catching the GT4s once more. Down into turn number 10 goes Frazier. Can the 6 capitalize on possibly the number 30 losing time? Let's see if there's anything screwy going on here. No, it doesn't appear to be. And that's the number 69 serving a pass-through penalty. 4 incident points. The 30 now still leading. He starts to catch up on the GT4 field. Finzo hot on his tail. Trying to take advantage of the grab traffic to maybe give him some time back. Hoping the 30 runs into the traffic at an inopportune moment. 6 knowing he's not out of this race yet. But he's going to need a lot to go his way. The can't afford to give up time. It'll be a tough section to pass in. Kind of not a great spot if the 30 catches him right around here. There's not a lot of, straightaways where you can just kind of negate the amount of time lost. Frazier. Staying off the side, letting the 30 by. See if the 6 can get by him a bit quicker, see if he can make up some time. And it appears the 6 will probably catch him on this long straight. And that's 6. That's trouble for the 69. Nope, maybe just a little bit of grass. Never mind. Back to the 6. Can the 6 catch the 30? And it looks like we'll get him by the end of the straightaway. And that's going to put him in nearly a 5-second deficit to the 30. The 6 will make his pass going into that tough complex. 0-2 running on his own now, leading in GT4 by about 20 seconds. Can he hold on for the rest of the race? At 36 now of the estimated 53. Don't think we're quite getting there due to that caution. Frazier now at 16x. Can't afford another mistake or else it'll put him in for a pass through. Give a lot of time there. About 20 seconds is what he'd lose. I mean, Trolls is in shooting distance right now. Frazier just needs to keep it on the black stuff for the rest of this race. Otherwise, he's going to be relying on a mistake from the 69. Pass or give away, basically throw away possibly the lead, but at least all the time he's built up and all the time that he has between him and the other the second place GT4 car. The 30 still running away from the 6, putting up lots of time still. Much faster around Motegi. Looking to sweep Motegi Super Weekend. And it might just be something that he pulls off. Could he possibly do that, sweeping the whole weekend? That would be a major undertaking and probably be one for the history books. I don't think we've ever actually seen him pull a clean sweep in Simverse where everybody's on the same track. That would be very impressive, winning 4 races, all 4 of 4 this season. Next season will be 5. It'll be even harder to do to try and sweep that weekend. He's already won in the modifieds on last Sunday. He's already won both stock car races on the Sundays. Can he hang on and win the sports cars, sweeping Motegi? Is it possible? New fastest lap of the race, 2:04.335. Smile and Troll charging hard to catch up to Frazier. Can he make it? Can he get it done before this race is over? $20 minutes remaining. This race almost over and almost in the history books. I assume, hoping that Frazier makes a mistake, giving him 1 more X give him a chance to jump out into the lead. And take this one away at the last second. Could it happen? Who knows? There's his lead, around 1 kilometer. A little bit less at the moment. Was a few seconds ago. 18, pretty much 18 seconds back to 69. Definitely the 0-2 would be in danger if he got another incident point. He has to keep that car clean. Cannot afford another one. He just needs to keep it on the black stuff. Not make contact if anything. Don't spin the car. Just bring it home in order to get his first win. Even if he's a bit slower, that would give him the opportunity to I don't think that Troll's taken into enough of a bite each lap where he could catch up to the number, to the number 0-2. 30. So nearly a 10-second lead over second now. Just lapping Motegi. Making it work. Lap 39 now. Long, hard-fought race for everybody involved. Troll down to 16 seconds now. Trying to take that win in GT4. Pushing as hard as he can. Let's go on board the number 69. Watch him as he pushes as hard as he can, knowing he has a long while before his next pass through. And looks like he lost maybe a little bit of time there to the 0-2, 18 seconds now. And he lost about a second. I'm not really sure where he lost the time, but he's definitely lost it. Well, he's now up to 30 incident points, so he may have had a slight off track, taking away time from him. Sending that McLaren through turn 10, using up every inch of track he's got. Down into the chicane. You hear the tires basically begging for mercy through there. And hard onto the power. Let's take a look at the front of the leader in comparison. See how, if he's maybe driving conservatively, trying to hold the car together. You can definitely see, a little bit more relaxed. Just trying to hold it together, stay calm. Two very different philosophies right now for people in two very different situations. 0-2 doing quite well. They're down to second gear. And back on the power again. Taking it easy. Not really hard on the power, not really hard on the brakes, not pushing it in the corners. Just taking care of that car. Just taking care of it. Let's go back to looking at the overall leader after our little ride in GT4. 30. Pretty safe now. 12 seconds ahead of his competition. But the same goes for Frazier. Troll is quickly closing in. Can he hold it? Can he hold the gap? Can he hold back that other car? $15 more minutes. 15 minutes at Motegi. That's what's left in this race and what's left in the Simverse Sports Car Challenge season. .11 seconds now for the 69, closing in on the 0-2. Can he make that up over the rest of the race? And will he be able to make the pass on Frazier? Frazier now really can't afford a mistake. It's too close for him to afford a pass-through penalty. He needs to keep it on track and keep it together for the remainder of this. There's less than 15 minutes left. If he's made it this far, he can make it the rest of the way. Everybody's good on fuel. Everybody's got enough tires to make it to the end. The gap now 10 seconds in GT4. Head over 13 now in GTE. Things are now starting to get quite intense. Spicy, if you will. Probably right around 5 or 6 laps left in this race. And it looks like now the GTEs are catching up to the GT4 field. This could totally upset the battle. Here comes the 30. Looking to muscle his way past this here, the 69. The 69 seemingly will continue to take his regular line. Don't really think it'll affect him that much. He's now within 10 seconds of the 0-2. And closing. 0-2 driving as carefully as he can. Just hoping to bring it home. But soon there might be pressure on him. Second of the GT field now catching up. Might have been a slight struggle looking at the timing now. There might have been a slight struggle in the exit of the of turn 14 for the 69. The 69, I think, pushing hard to catch the class leader in GT4. Oh no, it's seemingly an issue for the 69. I think he might have gone off track. And he must have, because now it's up to 11 seconds. Frazier giving a bit of a saving grace there. Right around the 12-second mark now, the gap between the two. That might have sealed the deal, but we shall see. The 30 now through the GT4 field, as the 6 begins to catch them now. Now the drivers of the 6 and the 0 and the 69 do not get along. We'll see if any, hopefully nothing transpires here, but we'll see. 69 pushing that McLaren to the limit. As the 6 will pass through him. 10 seconds the gap in GT4. Or actually, okay, now claims second. Not really sure why that is. 7 seconds. 7.9 rather. It is close again. Caught the tension with a knife. At least for GT4. It seems like GT is a sealed deal. It's kind of a done deal. I think it's kind of over now. You know, bar a major mistake by the 30. Basically would take him either wrecking the car or just shivving it deep into the runoff and it taking forever. And it's a problem for the 69 in the chicane. Now giving up the time again. Ten seconds now the gap. Or now claiming 9 when he switched to a different view. Not sure what's kind of up with that. But here we are. A little bit of blinking from the 69. He is coming towards his conclusion. Less than 10 minutes to go now. "17 seconds now, the gap between the GT4 cars, the top two. Well, actually, a little bit less. You know, maybe it might be the six might be getting a little more pace now compared to the number 30. But I think it's just too little too late. Especially the huge jumps of the Corvette on the straight lines. A little over 8 seconds again, or rather a little less than 9 now, that gap. Very interesting. You know, that might be some serious danger. Well, now the computer might be claiming 12 seconds. We're not 100% sure as to what the situation is. It appears there's a bit of a blinking spell going on for the 69. Now it's 8 seconds again, but it's also claiming 10 seconds, so we're not really sure what's going on here. Frazier now cannot afford a single incident point, really, especially this late. White flag will be coming soon to bring an end to this race. Let's see what it looks like. I'm not really sure how the timing's doing. Okay, yeah, 9.3, but it looks like 2 seconds less when you're up here. So we'll use the other screen for the gaps. It's apparently the SDK has become a little bit unreliable. 8.6 now. The GT4 gap. 0.4. One now far away from the 6. And it seems like the 6 might have had a little bit of trouble on the exit of the hairpin. The 30 rather, far away from the 6. Bring that gap up to 25 seconds. And climbing. Seems like it might have been a lot of trouble for that number 6. We'll take a look. You can see a replay. So it claims Frazier has crashed. Finzo. Well, I don't see a crash anywhere. Yeah, this looks like a little bit of a swerve. And that's 17x for Frazier. That is 17x. And let's take a look at what happened to Finzo. Like a off at the hairpin. 4-car off and just barely keeping it out of the wall, having to come to a stop, back up and get going again. But that might be it for Frazier. Here he goes in for his pass through. That's going to let Troll out into the GT4 lead. So close to a win at Motegi. Just needs to keep on that gas, get it out quick. And oh, that looks like the 69 slowing down. And seemingly letting the 0-2 go. A bit at least. Nope, not anymore. The 0-2 not up to speed. There he goes. Now having to chase down the 69. Maybe heartbreak for the 0-2 team. We'll see what happens in these next 5.5 minutes. If the 0-2 is able to go get him again. Let's go to actually switch to the GT4 field. Blinking again for the 69. And not sure if he's in the lead or not. This is a big blink from the 69. And he is. He is now in the lead. The 0-2 is leading the GT4 field once more. 1 second gap between the two cars. Will the 69 find his way around it by the end of the race? We're not sure. But it'll definitely be something to watch. Great race, even despite the small field, an amazing race at Twin Ring Motegi. Less than a lap. The gap now getting quite small, down to almost half, just a bit over half a second. Oh, here they come through the hairpin. The 0-2 quite hot. Oh, all over him, the 69. The 69 is looking on the outside. But will the 0-2 be able to defend? And it doesn't. We'll see. They're neck and neck coming into turn 10. Hard on the brakes. The 0-2 able to defend. The 69 not able to hold it. Wow, that was a show right there. 0-2 defending quite well. And now putting up a little bit of time up on the 69. 1.7 the gap. After a great run through that final chicane coming to the front stretch. 3 minutes 28 left on the clock. And that's going to put the lap, go to lap 47 of the 30 as the 30 is now closing up on the GT4 field once more. Hard racing. And it seems the 0-2 is starting to get away. 2 seconds a gap. So he needs to keep it smooth. To give himself a chance at a win this season. You can see the GTE leader in the background. Enzo decently far behind now. 15 seconds. At least that's what it... Well, actually, no, 28 seconds. Guess it's a little bit retarded, the SDK lifetime. You know, really it's not using 100% of its brain power. Now, we'll see where they are. And they get... Oh, that's trouble for the 6. He's off track out of turn 3. Sorry, out of turn 4. Back to the 0-2, though, in the 69. The gap's still less than 2 seconds. The 30 now making his move to get around the 69. Will soon be catching the 0-2. The 0-2 down into turn 10. Actually, no, I guess it's technically 11, isn't it? But somehow an epic send from the 30 will get through there. That's going to force the 0-2 to lose some time. Coming into the chicane. The 0-2 closes the door. He's on the power. And there's contact. Oh! Okay, that is a hard hit for the 0-2, the 69. Will be receiving avoidable contact, I believe, for that. I mean, yeah, that's an adverse impact on the race. That's going to definitely be a pass-through for the 69 for an avoidable contact. Okay. Here they come back around. Should be the white flag out. Well, I think the 0-2 is no longer in the race. And I believe that sentiment is correct. He has left the competition.
Lagged out, but yeah.
Oh, he lagged out.
Don't
Okay.
penalize Fraser. That was net code, and I wrecked him.
Yeah, I know. I didn't penalize Fraser for that.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, we'll clear your black flags because you technically gave the position back, so. And penalties are not cleared. So this should be for the win now. Let's take a look at the 30. Coming to the line to finish it off at Motegi. Sweeping Motegi Super Weekend. An overall win in the sports cars, a win in the modifies, and 2 wins in the stock car series. Congratulations to him. A great way to cap off a championship season in GTE. Benzo looking to come second. Frazier, Troll forced into a disconnect from by iRacing, sadly for throughput, but obviously not the way he would want his race to end. And that's for across the line. Finzo in second, and Frazier coming to take his first GT4 win across that line, and that puts a cap on the season in the Simverse Sports Car Challenge. Congratulations to everyone. Great racing all around. A whole hell of a lot of fun. And we'll come to interviews and burnouts in just a second to finish this one. The 30 going nuts with those headlights, celebrating. He is a Simverse Sports Car Challenge champion for Season 1. Echo will, I believe, be taking home the championship as well in GTE, and then Jab, I believe, will take the championship in, yes he will, take the championship in the MX-5. He is a champion as well. Congratulations to all of our racers. Thank you everybody who came out this season. Whole hell of a lot of fun. I'm really glad to see everyone. Let's get some more cars next season. Let's have some even better racing. New tracks. Hopefully some new faces. Brand new cars in 2 classes. It's going to be a lot of fun. And a whole new GT3 car will be featured as well. Here comes the 30. He's going to make a stop at the start-finish straight. And probably have a lot of fun celebrating. To that trash control to 0 and have at it. So he's going to attempt a burnout. And Finzo's probably going to crash right into him. Yep. Well, that celebration's over. Didn't even let me get to do a burnout. And I don't know if Finzo is angry or something. Not really sure what's happening there. But that was the launch of the century. Here comes Frazier to come and celebrate his win at Motegi. His first in a sports car. He'll make a stop. And probably think attempt to do some donuts. Probably putting the car up against the wall, I'm going to guess. Well, he's going to try to do a donut. It's not going to work. He's going to put it right in the wall. An expensive McLaren. Now, I don't think he's realizing that trash control is not going to let him do donuts. Unless he somehow turns off the trash control. But he'll do his darndest, so I can tell you that much. Well, he's certainly happy, I'll tell you that. And we'll begin our interviews in just a moment. Hello to our overall winner, the number 30 and your GTE champion, Alex. Take us through that exciting race today.
That was by far the best race we've had. A lot of battling in both classes. A very, very competitive day. It was a lot of fun. Had a couple of mistakes, a bit of contact with 2 different cars with Troll and Finzo. Was able to get through it though. And that stop early on the fuel, I had only put in half a tank, so I had to come in for an early pit stop, giving me that disadvantage for the restart. But other than that, it was a very, very fun race today.
Well, thank you very much. Glad you liked it. What did you think of running Motegi at night? How was it?
That was a lot of fun. It got pretty difficult going later into the night. It started getting hard to see the braking zones, and like I said, a lot of fun. Pretty exhausting though.
All right, well, thank you very much, Alex. We'll get on to your GT4 winner, Frazier, next as our following interview. Hello, Frazier.
Oh.
Yeah, how does it feel to be a winner in the Simverse Sports Car Challenge?
It was great. I think this is my first time, and it was an awesome race. We all had a lot of fun, including Binzo for once. only setback this race. There was so many hamsters on the track. It was dangerous. And the track, these guys at Motegi, they're gonna have to take a look at that because that's very dangerous, especially on the straights. They're just running across the track. It's dangerous. It's unbearable.
Okay, we will take a note for that for next season to make sure that we do have the Japanese officials at Twin Ring Motegi take a look at the hamster problem. Congratulations. Anything you want to say to your sponsors or at all before we conclude the broadcast?
I mean, you personally, I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this because you're, supposed to be unbiased, but I'm sure you have a lot of experience. FS defense lawyers, they will help you out.
Right.
If you're in any flight sim related legal issue, definitely give them a shout. I'd like to thank the guys at Team Air Frog, and of course, drink Coca-Cola Zero Sugar.
Well,
Unbelievably delicious.
Thank you very much, everyone, for a great Well, thank you, everyone, for a great season. We'll be signing off the broadcast in just a moment after our abbreviated interviews because I have to run, and then we have two drivers that all has to run to another race. So thank you, everybody.
May I just say one thing?
Yes, you can go ahead and say one thing.
I need to sue my internet company because those damned hamsters kept chewing on my internet cable. I think that's why I lost the
So
race.
they're
there.
your hamsters.
No,
That's disgraceful.
we're just hamsters.
Damn it, it's your hamsters that were on the track.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. It was, in fact, Troll's hamsters that screwed up
No, they're not my
absolutely
hamsters.
everything.
They're Benzo's hamsters. I would never.
He's now
hamsters
passing
own
blame
such
on a
things.
Finzo.
They
We'll
were his
probably
hamsters.
see a lawsuit.
I deployed my hamsters to destroy his internet.
We will probably
Yeah.
see a lawsuit
It's a
going
conspiracy.
forward.
A conspiracy.
We'll see if FS Defense Lawyers possibly gets a little bit of business today with a pending lawsuit involving hamsters.
Involving hamsters at Motegi.
Yep. And we will look at the aggregated points for this season. That will be. And we'll get our final points total done. And congratulations on the clean sweep at Motegi weekend, Alex. That was pretty fucking impressive.
Oh crap, the cat. I need to go let him in. Back in a minute, guys.
Cat.
Better let him in quick before the hamsters come out and eat him.
Yeah, for the last 25 minutes, there's been a cat sitting outside Fraser's window meowing.